Hello, my beautiful crafty friends. It's Laurette, the Vintage Paper Girl. Welcome to my studio. You know, my studio is the place I come to play, to create, and to share all of my things that I create with all of you. I want to welcome you in and hope that you will find something fun to enjoy and come back and visit me often. So welcome, everyone. Excuse my voice. As you all may know, for those of you who follow me on a regular basis and watch my videos, I have been out very ill. After the last video I did with you guys, I found out that I made it to the doctor. I wasn't feeling good, and she did an EKG, and then she sent me to a cardiologist, and I'm scheduled for all kinds of 14-day heart monitor and all kinds of goodies because I seem to have developed a problem with my heart. But unfortunately, going to the doctors 3 days later, I came down with COVID, a really serious form of COVID, not the light one everybody got. I got the high fever, the sore throat, the cough, body aches, you name it, I got it. And then my husband came down with it a couple days later. So we both have it. We're on antiviral meds. And honestly, I feel like the COVID was not as bad as the antiviral meds. Those things are nasty. But because he is so incredibly sick and will be sick longer than me because he's 5 days behind me, doctor was worried about reinfection, so I had to be on the antiviral meds too. So we are fighting our way through it, and hopefully we are going to get well, and there won't be any long side effects. Hopefully no long lasting. Just excuse my voice, but I thought I would come on. Maybe we could have a little play, unless of course I start coughing, then I'll have to stop. But the cough's been pretty good for me. The worst part has been, you know, fever, body aches, headache, that kind of stuff. And then, like I said, the meds are nasty. So anyway, I thought maybe we could just have a little play. And guess what? Merry Christmas, all of you. Merry Christmas. I hope you're having a beautiful Christmas day. For those of you that have friends and family, and maybe you're taking a little time for yourself now, and you're going to have a little, maybe a little crafting play. And for those of you who don't have family, well, I'm here for you. We were supposed to have family today, but because of COVID, we can't. So I'm here with you guys, all my friends. We're here to do a little play. Now, I started this little fun project a bit ago, and I thought, it's just something I'm making up as I go from millions of videos I've seen. This isn't anything I saw recently. So I thought I'd do a little play with some of these gorgeous envelopes by Chapter 1 Papers. This is one of her Christmas kits. And let's see, do I know? This is from Christmas Heart, but I have several of her lovely kits here with me, her Christmas kits, and then I've got some other stuff here. So I thought maybe I would just, I was in the mood. Doctor says I need to sit up, move around. So here I am, I'm moving around, breathing. So I thought I would make a fun little Christmas envelope stack. Well, it doesn't have to be Christmas because I think this is going to end up being more elegant. You know, it's going to be an elegant envelope stack. I think that's what we'll call this. So I am going to move this aside, and I thought we could start out Christmas with a little fun something. Now, you can use any digital or just 3 plain envelopes. You don't have to use a digital. You can decorate up 3 envelopes with paper, Christmas wrapping paper, book pages, you know, whatever you have. So I was going to try to grab, for instance, some envelopes. Give me a second here. I don't want to yell with my voice. It's raspy, but it's not horrible, you know. In other words, you could just take 3 envelopes, maybe some bigger ones than these, and then you would stack them like this. And so what I would want you to do would be to decorate them up. You can decorate them with anything you have. Like I said, paper, book page, any theme, any style. I would get the ones with the V if you have them, if you can find them. You could do these 3 kind. I mean, it doesn't matter. These are just Dollar Tree. Now, I'm going to drink water periodically through the video, just to keep the nasty taste. The antiviral meds make you feel like you've been sucking on playground equipment. Oh, it's horrible. So what I want to do is I want to line them up, and I want to leave it to where I could just sort of pop the envelopes open. So we're going to have to line very carefully. I think the first thing I'm going to do is actually make up the envelopes, you know, glue them in place so that they will work properly. I think I'm going to put maybe the green one on the top. So let's just, I don't know if this will work. I haven't used this in a week. I haven't made a video or even crafted at all since last time I saw you. Now, because they wanted me up moving around and breathing, I did clean up my studio, you guys. I just took it slow and easy and put things away a little bit every single day. To make sure I don't glue this closed. I put stuff away. I just kept putting things away, breaking down projects, putting things in project boxes. So my desktop is clear, my side counters are clear, and my big work table behind me is clear. So anything that had a big project that I was working on, for like our Merry Monday, I put it in one of these 12 by 12 clear things that I got at Michael's. The one I have, my winter one, my vintage winter one, is in one of those, so that I can find it, pull it out, work on it, put it back in, put it away, instead of leaving it out, because you know, that's, the clutter was really getting to me, and it was killing my creativity. So, like I said, I'm going to close these up. These are all cut. Aren't they beautiful? I just love this. This is chapter 1 papers again. I hope you don't mind my voice too bad. It doesn't hurt or anything. Boy, it did, though. Couldn't even swallow for 5 days. Not fun. Well, 3 to 5 days. Not the whole 5. Okay, I'm using art glitter glue. Those of you who are new. Okay, now, the only thing is, I'm not sure. I was thinking I might want to leave the last one open. So maybe I'll put this one next, and then this one. I wanted to put that in the middle. I did print on both sides so that I would have a pretty inside and out. I was thinking if I made this the last one, we could leave it to where it could be, you could open that one and then put something in it really pretty, like a notebook or something. So maybe we'll do that. Okay, so we'll leave that one open. Good thing I haven't covered it yet. I don't want it so Christmassy, like red and green together. So I think maybe I'll put this one over this one and then this one over this one. There we go. Okay, so now what I want to do, I think, I'm just creating this as I go. There's no video or anything for this that I'm aware of. I want to barely tuck that under there, just enough to keep it down. Okay, so I'm going to kind of hold it. Now, I see... Oops, I have not inked this one. I'm sorry, guys. I thought I did them all. I was playing, and I thought I would turn on the camera. I thought, well, let's try it. See if my voice will hold out. I'll be quiet periodically. So how are you all? What are you doing for Christmas? Did you go someplace special? Are you with family? Are you by yourself? What's happening? You know, Greg and I are alone. And we are hoping to see our grandchildren just for a few minutes from a distance. Hand off the presents and maybe stand on the porch and watch them open their gifts. Old school COVID, remember that a few years ago? Well, COVID's not gone. Don't let anybody tell you it is. And the form we have is one of the original ones with the high fever, sore throat, cough. This isn't, there's been milder versions of this where people haven't gotten very sick. Well, we weren't so lucky. We think we picked it up at the doctor's office. How, I don't know, because honestly, you guys, we had on masks and used sanitizer the whole time. Everyone at the doctor's office has on masks. But I don't know, it could be off the doors, even though I use hand sanitizer till I thought my hands were going to fall off. It just, somehow we got it anyway. I haven't been around anyone or been anywhere. I didn't even go Christmas shopping. I did everything online this year, so... Oh, well, it is what it is, right? Can't do anything about it now. But my tests are scheduled for January, mid-January. So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go all the way down the side. And I know you can't see, but underneath here, I don't think you can see that. Let me make sure the camera's on. Yeah, we're recording. Okay. I probably won't stay on too long. So Okay, so you notice I'm kind of holding it in place because, and I've left a little bit of a pocket there. I just went around the edge. I did not, So, for the new year, you know, every year I pick a word. Last year was fun, was my word for the year. I used to always set goals and all these wonderful, you know, make all these resolutions, and I don't do that anymore because it was just too hard to, you know, make happen. So this year, my word is completion, to complete or to finish. I felt like I had, see, this is what I want to do. I felt like I had too many unfinished things this year. So my goal is to finish everything from last year and anything I start this year to finish before I move on. So even if that means a lot less videos or a lot less time online, that's what's going to happen this year. Because I always was someone who would never start a new sewing project or doll or anything, nothing, unless I finished the project before. And somehow I've gotten in the nasty habit of not completing my projects, and that is not happy for me. I have so many unfinished projects. I think we'll have fun this year, going back and revisiting things, creating new things for those projects. Doesn't mean I'm going to be doing the same old thing. Absolutely not. You know, I'll be looking for new ephemera to do and things like that, but it's going to be to finish the old projects we have hanging around. I've got some really fun ones that you guys have probably either never seen or forgotten all about. So there we are. We now have this lovely, elegant envelope stack. Now you're looking at the back one. What are you going to do with that? Well, I don't really want the deer. I love them. They're beautiful. They're my husband's thing. But what I want to do with that, I think, is I want to take another envelope, and I'm thinking of putting it on the envelope. I like the way that top is. This is just an ephemera holder. It's not anything we would put in a journal. It's just for fun. So I'm actually thinking I love this. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, it's so gorgeous. I hate to use it, but you know what? I'll just get another copy, right? I plan to rerun this whole set anyway on my printer. Finally got ink. Oh, I was so excited my ink came, yeah. And it was super heavy, and I thought, wow, you know. So I open it up, and I see 4 cartridges, yay. And I look at them, I'm thinking, yay, 4 color cartridges, goody, I can print all my kits. Well, sort of, but guess what? It was 2 of them were black, and I don't need the black. I don't even hardly use black because all I do is print in color. So only 2 were color. I felt like yelling at him going, I don't need black. I keep telling you, I have like 6 in a box in the drawer. They keep sending me black when I really don't need them. I have the squeakiest voice. I feel like a teenage boy. Oh, the voice keeps going up and down. Hopefully it's not driving you nuts. If it is, I guess, come back when I'm well. Who knows how long the voice will be gone, though. All right. There we go. I'll throw that away. I didn't have any color on the back. You know, I save all the scraps because I'll punch out butterflies or whale tails or, you know, something fun. Yeah, that'd make a pretty whale tail. I wonder if any of these would fit the whale tails. We'll have to look. I always try to see what can I do with my scraps right off the bat. And I'm going to ink around the edges just to get rid of the white that I may have, which that wasn't my best job. I have a bunch of stuff that I need to put glitter on, so that's probably what I'll do later today on my next, when I get up next time. So I'm supposed to get up and sit and use my lungs, move around, sit up, don't lay down, rest. So rest is good, but they really want me up and moving. My husband too, I'm going to have him get busy today. His fever was really high and his oxygen's not great, so I'm really having to watch him. Please say prayers for Greg. He is our guy. He allows me to have videos, so he has been very, very, very sick, and I'm worried about him. I don't want to lose him, so let's get prayers for him. I know what I'm going to do here. I'm going to makes it easy to fold it if you just kind of do a little burnishing here. I mean, not burnishing, what do you want to call it? can't think of the word. Sorry, guys. Those meds are messing with my head. Part of the reason I'm doing a video is to keep my brain going. Oh, my goodness. Let's see. Scoring. That's it. I am scoring the line. I could get out my scoreboard, but I don't have the energy, and this is right on my desk, and this is how I used to do it before I had my score pal. So just go back and forth over it. Makes it easier to fold. Oh, I just want to fold these in. I don't know why I did the others, because I just want to fold the sides in. That's the only thing I'm really interested in doing right now. I may even cut those off. I'm not sure, but it'll make it easier to cut too, because I'll have a good cut line. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to cover up the back side of this puppy. And then we have that pretty top, that scallop at the top. Isn't that pretty? I love that. I wish I had a darker piece. I don't know. Let me see if in these, oops, in the kits that I have, if I have one, and I'm throwing everything on the floor, right? Let's see. No, I think I've used up all the envelopes. Yeah, I've got to print new ones. I mean, I suppose I could have the red at the top again. That is kind of pretty, huh? Well, do I want to do that instead of that light green? I kind of like keeping it in the reds and the golds, you know, keeping it really elegant looking. That's a possibility. What do you guys think? Huh? What do we think? Well, I think, but this is just on lightweight paper, and that's not going to cut it. But I do have, oh, I have this one. Let me see. I don't like that one. I was thinking about that one. I don't think I like that. I mean, it's pretty, but it doesn't go with this. So what if I glue this to this, cut it out, and that'll give me, hold up, my eye. It's bothering me. Okay. Yeah, we could glue this together and I can just cut it out, and that'll make the back for me. And then it kind of keeps it all in the same colorway. I think we could do that. Let's do that. Okay. How do I want to do this? Just glue it on there, I guess. I guess we'll just glue it on there. I'm not going to worry about gluing the whole entire page on there, just the part that's the envelope. I think will work. So how are you guys? I hope you're all well. I hope you're doing something fun for Christmas, even if you're just at home crafting. What are you making? What you doing? And for those of you who got to go away, where did you go? What state, what city, what country? Did you visit your kids, your sisters, your cousins? Did you have any fun traditions you enjoyed? I would love to hear about it. I'm missing all of you so incredibly much. I had to come back on. I wasn't going to do it until the new year, and I thought, nope, I'm going to talk about the new year. I'm going to talk about what my goals are, and I'm hoping after this video to finish up all of my pretty sparkly projects, and then take a video of my studio because it's cleaned for a change. Yay! So I always start the new year with a nice, clean studio. And my goal, though, is Doreen at Ooh La La Vintage Treasures has a wonderful organizational tags and things. And so I want to get those out. That's going to be my next thing I'm going to do. And put new labels on everything, label everything, and organize. I also want to decorate my studio this year, so that's also another thing I'm looking forward to doing. And I'm going to stay in my roots of shabby and shabby vintage. I think I'll stay in that lane this year, finishing projects, but any new ones I do will be in that genre. But I'm probably going to go back to making my ephemera and my ephemera holders and my trifolds, and probably not journals this year. They're just too time consuming, and they're too hard to do for videos. So for me anyway, I'm not fast, as you know. I'm a slow crafter. So what I want to do is I want to separate these while I can, because, I mean, I have that pretty paper on the back side, so that can go in the trash. I'll leave that as is. I'm going to cut those in a little bit. Those are fun to play with. All right, now we have a very good stiff back to put the, whoops, where'd our envelope stack go? To put our envelope stack on. And we're going to go, yeah, that's the same. And then the back will be pretty like that, so you won't see the deer. You will not see the deer. Then I have to decide if I want to keep these or do I cut them off. Okay, I don't know. And I will probably go back and edge these with gold, some kind of gold, like a gold foil, or let's see, what have I got? Yeah, that stuff that I have. Whatever you can find, whatever you guys have. You can't get this anymore. I tried, my sister and I both tried to get it, and we couldn't get it. I get this. Okay. For me, I think the cold part of this was the worst part. Having a stuffy nose and not being able to breathe, except out of my mouth, was not fun. Okay. This COVID's no joke, folks. This one's killer if you're 60 or over. Oh my goodness. Okay, I need some water. Okay. Yeah, that covers it pretty good. What you see back here really isn't... Oh, whoops. I'm going to do the back side. Sorry, let me get this. As you know, inking's part of it, so we have to do the finish work. That's finish work for me. I love it. I mean, I love to ink. It's so soothing when I'm by myself. I sit and ink stuff, you know, and just really enjoy it. I cut out a lot of the tags to put into the envelopes, so those can be decorated. That's fun. That's probably what I'll spend the day doing, is decorating tags and filling this up. And then I can, oops, share it with you. Yeah, I love this. Oh my gosh, I'm crazy about this. This is just for fun. It's just fun. And so now, how am I going to put this on? Let's see. What should we do? If we can, it can even be a pocket in itself. Maybe up here, we'll leave it open at the top and we'll close it all the way down. Okay, let's do that. Let's see how this goes, right? I'm surprised my glue even works. It's been sitting here for over a week. Almost 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. It's been very cold here in California. We got into the 30s even. Low 30s. And now I think we're at 50-something today. It was beautiful yesterday. I had every window in the house open. My little Grammy, she always told my mom that she was my mom's stepmom. But she was, as far as I was concerned, she was my Grammy Tessie. Grandma Tessie. I loved her name, Tessie. She always said, open your windows every day for 20 minutes, no matter how cold it is, and air out your house. Well, boy, we did that yesterday. We opened up, it was beautiful. So we opened up every window in the house and the door, front door, and just let the air just flow through the house and air it out. Get out the germs. Out germs. Out germs. Out. Okay, so we have that on there. I don't know if I want to leave the wings or not. I'm undecided. Okay, so we have this one. And what I'll do is I'll put one of my seals on here to keep it closed. And, all right, so now what else can we do? Well, we have tags. The back is covered. You don't see the deer. It's finished. You have a pocket here. Oh, boy, I think I need to... How much of that pocket do I want to be? I think I need to glue a little bit of it down. I think I'm going to glue just on the edge of this thing. Yeah. Okay, and just on the edge of this thing. Isn't that cute? Oh, I just love it. So now you have all these fabulous pockets. Let's let that dry for a minute. How fun is that? I kind of just like that It's cute. It's just something fun. Just something fun to play with. It's not like, it doesn't really have any great purpose. It's a tag holder. You could put all of your tags in it. Okay? tags. You can put tags in everywhere. See, how we did it, we can do it that way. But then we also have the actual envelopes to put tags in. See, so we have the envelope. And we have this envelope. And this envelope. Okay. Then we can tuck those back in. And we can stick a tag in there. And then, let's see, we put one in there. We did, yep. So we could put that in there like that. We'll call it a stacked envelope tag holder. Sorry, my hands are not coordinated right now. Oof. In here, oh, you know what would be fun here? We've got a triple stack here. We could put that in there, and then you could pull it out and write and close it. Isn't that cute? We could do that, something like that. Wouldn't that be cute in there? Maybe we'll do that where we'll just put it down, and then you can just go like this. Let's see. No, I'd have to go. Yeah, I think the way I had it the first time, this way. See, so you could write on that. And if I actually do it with a piece of paper, you could do it like that. And then you would have this, and we could close it there. And you could put tags there. Isn't that cool? I just love how this is coming out. There you go. There's our tag holder. Isn't that cool? I just love how that came out. You can do that with any set of envelopes. Any set of envelopes that you have. If you got a bunch of colored ones for Christmas, or you had some you didn't use, what a great way to do it. And then, you know, of course, this could be decorated with other things, but I can make some kind of a little closure there. Let's see, what have I got? Or I can use the real thing. I mean, I have the real wax seals too. But these come with the cute wax seals, and since we use the double paper, they're nice, and this is nice and thick. So this would be easy to just, you know, glue that down, and then you can, I can make it double thick, and then I can just use that to pop it, you know, closed. So we can do that. Well, there you have it, guys. That's kind of what I had in mind. Normally, of course, as you know, I would do something a lot more detailed with lace and things, and I probably will decorate it up, you know, when I'm feeling a bit better. I'll probably add lace to the top of these and decorate some of the tags for something fun to do today while I'm sitting, you know, quietly like a good girl. And so for my new word, you guys, look for completion this year. That is the word I have chosen. Picked it out a few days ago, and, you know, thought as I was cleaning my studio, wow, got to do this. I'm so tired of uncompleted projects. I have 4 big project boxes now that have projects that need completing, one of which is my winter. Leanne, I have not forgot about you. As soon as I'm well, if you still want it, great. If you don't, I totally understand. It is a winter. It isn't Christmas, so it's up to you, sweetie, if you still want it once it's done. Hopefully I can get to that soon. I'm looking forward to working on it. I've had such a big break from it. Hopefully I can remember what my vision was. You know, after a while you forget what you were going to do. So anyway, that's our project. I'm thinking it's a fun one. And so you guys get out some envelopes and have a little play. Create something unique or different, or, you know, whatever you got. Yeah, this is just fun to play with. Just putting stuff in and out of it's fun. Quite fun just to do a little this and that with it, you know. So there you have it, you guys. Well, thanks for coming along and having a little play with me. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I plan to be back before the New Year, but we will see. I hope so. Take very good care of yourselves. I love you all, and I miss you all so very much, and I will see you very soon. Love you guys. Bye-bye.